Why does ABM matter more than ever? Why do you, as business to business, as healthcare technology marketers, actually need to take action? So let's spend a bit of time to think about how decisions are made. And this is a very important issue when you think about the role of ABM. So this is some research that was done by the corporate CEB, which is part of Gartner. And it was a sort of a brand survey that they did across thousands of business to business customers. And what it showed was when you asked the buying collective, the group within any organization that's involved in purchasing, what are the stages that they go through and what are the hardest points to make decisions? They basically said, look, there are 3 stages. There's the problem definition stage, there's the solution identification stage, and then selecting the supplier. So defining the problem is a tough thing for the group to do. They find that there's a lot of friction there, but where the real friction is and where they have the greatest challenge is in actually identifying and defining the solution, the way they're going to go about defining that, solving that particular problem. Actually picking the vendor is a relatively easy process. The problem is that where we can make the greatest impact is earlier in the process. However, we're not brought in till much, much later. We're typically not brought in until the most buyers are 66 to 90% way through their journey. So 57% of buyers finish with their purchase process before they reached out. So they've pretty much made a decision about who they're going to go with. Now, as marketers, this is our kind of typical model. It's a sort of funnel based where, the top of the funnel is all about getting at-bats and creating awareness. And we've all got the same techniques that we use to do that. Then we've got techniques for driving deals through the process. The issue I've got with this is this traditional B2B model is designed around how we sell, not how customers actually buy. And that's a fundamental problem. And that's why, frankly, if it feels that your marketing that you're doing is not working the way it should do, that I believe is the main reason why. What the buyer's journey really looks like is something which is much more meandering. So they might start out with doing some initial research about, ways of solving a particular problem. They may tap into their social network. They may sort of look at what's going on LinkedIn. They may talk to people in their network. Then they'll start doing some, in parallel with that, they're probably researching all the various competitors. And eventually they're going to get to your website. And then the buying committee reviews all of this research. And then, whoever's in charge, of managing the process will then start taking some more active steps to really evaluate competitors. And at that point, they might say, for example, register for a webinar or download a form. Those are the kinds of things where they start to put their hands up. And that's when they then get into your pipeline, right? That's when they become an active prospect or, an early stage opportunity, however you define it. This is, unfortunately though, where we really need to be getting hold of people is much earlier in the process, but where we're doing it is much, much later. How ABM can help you engage prospects earlier in the buying process, focus your resources on the best opportunities, and align sales and marketing more effectively. So they're working actually as a much more effective team in driving revenue the whole way through the process. How you can deliver more personalized experiences. And then lastly, connect marketing to revenue much more effectively.